All right, and start.
Smurf!
Smurf, yeah. That's what I meant to say. So this game's pretty much the same mechanically, like all the weapon weight things I talked about earlier and crouch glitching and all that stuff is basically the same. For some reason, quick porting, like the teleporting I was doing last game, doesn't work in this game. Maybe they like patched it out or something, because this is actually on like a more up-to-date version. This came out a year after Extraction Point, actually. So they probably had time to fix some stuff like that. So maybe they knew about it, I don't know, but...
Yeah, this is our second game with the Rollin Deep Marathon, sponsored by Captain Morgan and his little bitch-ass brother, Admiral Nelson. Rolling it up, firing it up, blazing it up. This sequel to F.E.A.R Extraction Point out of Joe's Extraction Point, but yeah, we're firing it up.
It looks like it came out of Joe's Extraction Point.
Whoa!
That's Delta Force. What the hell are they doing here? See if Den Mother can give you any answers.
This game's at least starts off a lot darker than the other one. I mean, like, literally darker.
Creeping in the darkness.
Come on, let's move.
So we're gonna get a float glitch off the ladder whenever it decides. Okay. So, like I said before, we can't easily gain height while we're floating because we can't jump anymore. So we have to use nearby objects like those stairs and this thing and this door and this light fixture to gain just enough height to totally ignore the rest of the stage, like the developers intended.
Holy shit.
So now we're floating right to the end of the stage. And that'll happen about like 5 or 6 more times. So I hope you enjoy this.
No, I mean, getting high in the clouds is what it's all about.
Is that all there is to life, RPG?
Well, that and
hanging with the Admiral?
That nachos and
Over there.
ribs and steaks.
Okay, so that's the first stage. The second and the third stages are going to look pretty similar to that.
Hey. Hold on a second. Data center is 5 blocks due east of
Spooky.
here.
So I fire the shotgun right here because it alerts them to my presence, and it usually puts them in better locations than they normally would be for staying out of my way.
Punching the door open, bam!
Show no mercy to doors. I don't know if you have much to talk about RPG, but there's just not much to explain in this game.
Well, I hope you all enjoy this Rollin Deep Marathon, because there's going to be nothing but fresh and fly runs all across the board. We're firing up with this raw, exclusive F.E.A.R opening, and it's been quite dank so far. This is pretty early in the morning for me, but I mean, it's a great time to wake and bake and get yourself ready for this Rollin Deep Marathon.
So right there, when that armor popped out of the door, I wait in that location because he always reacts to moving right out of the way to you crouching like that. So that's why I did that. He takes too long to kill to like. It takes too long to kill him to get him out of your way. Okay. Got to be careful there because if I accidentally jump off, I'm dead. So.
Got to tread lightly, son. Tread lightly. Whoa.
Exactly. Tread lightly on air.
Oh yeah, mashing it real hard. Oh yeah. Blast you, son! Whoa, they're kicking down the door now. What's going on here? It's getting real.
So you might not be able to notice it sometimes, but if you get the jump on enemies, like they're in their unaware state, and you fire at them, you have a chance to just outright kill them, no matter like what you're shooting them with, because they're like not prepared for your shot, I guess.
Oh, I'm usually prepared for shots. I don't know what they're doing.
I accidentally used the ladder that was done. Okay. Well, that was 10 seconds slower than it needed to be. Yeah. Because I accidentally jumped down the ladder.
Glad to have you back. Sure as hell didn't want another missing man. Don't worry there, Sergeant. Glad you're back.
So the next few stages won't have any of this floating around nonsense, but it will return with a vengeance afterward. How's that Pepsi?
It's going here. So I mean, what does this guy like? Indestructible, just like
magic
50 Cent?
powers?
I mean, he's just getting shot up all over the place, and nope, no, just keep running.
Well, yeah, it's low difficulty, so everything deals, like if I remember the exact numbers, it's like you take 25% the normal amount of damage from stuff, and you deal like twice as much or something like that compared to like what you would deal in multiplayer or extreme difficulty. Although extreme difficulty, it's like they actually do like 10% more or something weird. So this is a little bit of a level skip. It's like a tiny one. I have to like
anybody skip here?
face this directly straight. So because otherwise there's like friction on top of that thing, and if you aren't facing directly straight forward when you jump on it, it'll like throw you off of it. You won't be able to jump off of it. And then you can jump off that logo. So that saves about 70 seconds.
That's more than a little bit of skip. So that's a minute there.
Well, relative to the length of the stages is all I mean.
Shoutouts to everyone. holding it down, staying fresh, staying fly, keeping it fresh.
Sergeant.
For this Rollin Deep exclusive marathon, the dopest marathon of the whole year.
Out of every marathon, it's the dopest, huh?
It is. It will be.
Just saying. Then get the gates open. We don't know how much time they have left.
So there's a gate clip I can do here, but it's like horribly inconsistent, so I'm not going to go for it.
How much time does the gate?
If you could get it insanely fast, like 2 minutes, but the problem is it usually takes that long just to get it.
Okay, so it's yeah.
The fuck are these guys? These guys are definitely
It's just
not
tough.
replicas or associated with
Too tough for me.
They must be mercs of some kind. I want to know
No,
who hired these guys.
it is what it is.
Find me some answers.
So I haven't tested this, but I think I can skip dialogue here if I wanted to, but the way this is scripted, it doesn't end up saving time because it like delays the end of this thing. So we're just gonna like sit back and pop a squat on top of this guy
Yep.
and watch what happens.
Target is confirmed to be in the area.
We need to move fast. They've been scrambling.
So do you have anything to say, RPG?
Roll deep, my sons.
This could be like the mid-tro, I guess.
All right, we're only like 11 minutes into a 50-minute run now. How?
We found
Don't worry about it.
repeat.
Don't worry about it. All right, well, this is the
Took your ass so long to get here.
RPG, the RPG the Dawn, RP Gonfaga,
Went for
the
that
RP
turret there.
Jesus,
We'd
RP
be dead.
motherfucking G, rolling deep, rolling in with the intro. Was that a Pop-Tart? Somebody just popped out, popping in the Pop-Tarts.
Chen,
We're
I want those
firing it
results
up here with
ASAP.
some fear.
I'm already on it,
Perseus mandate, holding it down.
Pronounce it
staying
right.
fresh.
This is all
I
that's
did
left.
because I'm a fresh and
These guys,
fly
yeah,
MC.
they're
Okay.
good. Came out of
No
fucking
questions. No
nowhere, took out
questions.
most
All
of the
right.
crew.
Holding it down, so
How
we're
are you
strapped
thinking to
up.
take them on?
We are just blasting motherfuckers. We're just fucking shooting them up. Staying legit.
We're gonna have to recon
Not
these
even
guys.
giving a fuck. Just
I'd like to
kicking
get
down
out
the
of here
door,
first, if you don't
coming
mind.
to your fucking
What's the
front
status
door,
on the medevac?
rolling deep.
Black Hawk is on its way.
So
Is
shout out
she
to everyone holding it down.
Yeah.
This is
Look at
only
that.
the second
This is
run of the Rolling Deep Marathon. There's plenty of
Hang on.
raw action, raw,
Put it on
uncut,
main screen.
uncensored, unfiltered action coming your way.
Give me the encryption
Rolling
code,
deep.
and this'll
So you
stop.
better have your cereal, eaten by now because it's time to get
You mean
pumped
you
up,
won't,
get hype,
Mr.
stay
Bristol.
legit.
You
Rolling
ran
deep.
Perseus for Harlan Wade.
So the way that sequence works is if you kill one of these soldiers, it spawns like a ton more. And the fastest way for that sequence to end is by basically letting them kill the turret as fast as possible so you can leave the room. Because you can't leave the room till either they're all dead, which takes forever, or your turret explodes. So it's simple.
Make it easier on yourself. Copy code.
Synchronicity
Okay.
was an event.
Okay.
So normally you
okay,
can't-
all right. Okay.
Normally you can't walk on those ropes, but if you like walk onto a surface and then walk onto them from that surface, you can walk on them. Normally they push you off because they have like no friction, but they'll act normal if you walk onto them from another object.
We're being watched.
Kill everyone in the building.
What's going on with this little surveillance camera here?
That
We
was one
lurking and
mean-looking son of a bitch.
something here? What's going on?
Gotta move these men out of here fast. Sergeant,
What are you talking about?
while we get the wounded out. Don't look so worried.
It's just like there's just like 5 TV posted up here. And we're looking at here.
I think your stream's behind by like 2 minutes.
Oh, it's behind by 2 minutes. Let me refresh that. Do something. I should just have the hitbot. That's probably what I should.
Yeah, you probably should. Roll deep 1, son. toss a grenade at me. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Let me up.
Immediate feed of any and all data collected.
That grenade threw me off.
The point of Perseus was to train
Threw it right in my face.
to work with clone soldiers, although it looks like X was fiddle
So we gotta wait here
with the program.
for this cutscene.
Tax dollars at work, gentlemen.
I did this last game too, but I tossed away one of the pistols because 2 pistols is a heavy weapon, whereas 1 pistol doesn't have any weight and is more useful on its own.
Fan out. Copy.
So basically my first 2 weapons don't have any weight, but the third one I have has a lot of weight, but it's a very, very useful weapon, and you'll see why whenever I use it. Basically the way it works is like, it fires a bolt of lightning at an enemy, and if you fire it like above their head, it'll
For a girl, approximately 8, in a red dress.
it'll like home in on their head, hitbox. So all you have to do is like aim it above their head, and it'll aim for their head, which is pretty cool. And it kills pretty much everything in like 2 head hits, no matter what it is.
Firing up those headshots.
I'm in trouble. Cover fire.
That one died in 1 hit because he was in an unaware state, and that one died in 2. And this guy is right
Unaware.
there.
He must have been baked out of his mind. What's going on? Blazing trees.
Yeah, the story kind of went the way of the gameplay. Like, people all the time will stream these games thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna be so scared. But the only one that was like even mildly scary in my opinion was the first one. It's like after that they just stopped being scary and more started being like about the combat and like the militaristic side of the games. So it's always kind of funny that like so many people stream these games thinking they're gonna get scared and they're not actually that scary at all. But they're pretty good games on their own, like gameplay wise, in my opinion.
Now, what happened there? We're on the ground here. What's
Fantastic.
going
The
on?
data's uploading.
We're about to take to the skies again.
Make your way to the
Gotta
lobby
get
and wait for
high in the clouds. Keep plenty of pussy around.
but didn't have time to
Plenty of
cover their
bullets in my
tracks.
pocket just in case this
The
goes
actual data is
down.
encrypted.
Rolling deep soldier, yes, I'm is.
Right? Everything in this building is ancient history. Why here? There's a real live Perseus compound out there.
Firing it up in the aircraft for whatever reason.
Somehow we're not all dead from that rocket. So there's a lot of fighting going on in this area. We're pretty much landing in like the middle of a war zone, but that's none of our business, so we won't really be paying much attention to what everybody's doing.
How's your head?
He's fine.
We decrypted the stolen data. It's an address list. 2 of them are near your current position. The 3rd is in the Auburn district.
We have 2 targets. Armacam's Bio-Research Division and the Corporate Archives. I'll be coordinating with Delta Force on the ground. Jen, take the archive building. Sergeant, you take Bio-Research. Stay in radio contact at all times.
And try not to get blown out of any more windows.
Taking fire!
Get us out of here, Captain. Find a better LZ.
Have to watch out for this guy's grenade launcher.
Whoa!
Shit.
Whoa! Grenade launcher, son. Watch out.
Grenades hurt. What can I say?
Yeah. Man. Grenades to the face, pretty intense.
What's the sit rep?
We got a shitload of replicas in ATC fighting it out in the plaza. Some of our men are caught in the middle. We're about to move in and pacify the area.
You have your assignments. Move!
We lost a man!
So in this stage, there's like the only, I guess you could call it a boss just because of how much damage it takes. It's called the Leviathan. It's like this big mech thing.
Alright, well, firing up with this Leviathan fight here.
Yeah, you'll see it. Maybe you can sort of see what it looks like. There we go. Popped out of the wall. So now they're all scared, and they're letting me free, because they're about to die.
This one fight?
They're death warping.
Or if you just giving no fucks, just fucking blasting them all. Sparking it all up.
So we want these mines because they're really powerful. We're gonna drop one right here so that it blows up the fire extinguisher too, which I think deals a little bit of damage, but I have no way to test this really. Test it there. We close the door so we can't be sniped.
Can't be fucked with here.
We're gonna plant him right here so he walks on top of him. Like that. Then we just gotta make sure not to blow ourselves up.
This is private property. Drop your weapons and put your hands in the air.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Get those gates open!
See if we can clip under these pipes. Alright, we did it. It's actually harder than it looks because you kind of have to like delay your clip a little bit. And then we can lean into this wall where the elevator is to skip the second half of the stage. So it should have activated already. Yep.
Yep.
Looks like there's nothing to do but just bend over and
Well, so there's nothing left to do but just bend over and take it.
you may notice that the developers decided to put checkpoints in some pretty inconvenient locations. It's like right before you need to like open a door or something, they put a checkpoint.
And that's convenient because...
It's inconvenient.
Inconvenient.
Because it's like right before you need to perform an input, there's a checkpoint, but you can't disable them.
Let's see, you're saying...
Yeah, if you could disable checkpoints, I totally would, and I would just like make the occasional quick save if I was like that worried, but you can't disable checkpoint saves, they're just everywhere. So these guys all have shotguns, so I have to be pretty careful about my health.
They've stopped moving. That would be Pat's has been eliminated.
Like there, I could have risked it and not healed, but I took 13 damage too much to take that risk. But I have 4 medkits, and 4 is a good amount. It's standard. It shouldn't really matter anyway, but... So, this is basically where the first game ended, with the nuke going off in the city. I guess the nuclear explosion. I don't know if it was actually a nuke, but...
Nuclear
Let's see.
action.
How the hell did AT&T
There's
get
Joe.
away with
That's
that?
Joe's doing off in the distance.
What do they pay these? What? Why, sure as shit. Heads up, Sergeant. We got you.
Well, if you were to play on harder difficulty, wouldn't you have to like be a lot more careful with your health and?
Yeah, you would. Like, I would probably not be able to do, like, these stages by just, like, running by everything.
Running,
and
you
healing
would have
it.
to kill stuff. Like you couldn't take that many hits. So.
No, like, I'm pretty sure, or I would guess, at, like, higher difficulties, like, just those shotgun soldiers would probably be able to, like, drop you if you have no armor from, like, 100 to 0, just because they do, like, 30 damage a direct blast to me right now, and the damage is, like, a quarter of what it should be.
Yeah,
On extreme.
it's basically the same thing as 50 cent bullet. Since if you play, you know,
Yeah.
Chi unit soldier
Yeah.
mode, you're pretty fucked. So you die in like 2 hits or something like ridiculous. Like that takes 3 shots and you're dead. So
Yeah.
you have to fucking avoid everything.
Where do you think you're going?
I didn't know 50 Cent could die in only 3 bullets.
Now he can in G unit soldier mode exclusive.
Exclusive.
But on play
Only for 50 cent bulletproof.
he can take like 1,000 hits. It's all good. But we're gonna see that in the marathon as well. If anybody was curious of the reference, there will be some 50 Cent bulletproof play action.
Come on. Door won't open.
So you'll see, I'll be able to aim above these. They're called shades, I think. These shades head, and take them out in one shot. Just like that.
Bam!
Wait on this guy. Bam! I'm like Zeus. There's an invisible wall there. That's why I couldn't move forward. There's a couple times throughout the run where like there's an invisible wall you have to wait on. And this part is scripted, can't do anything.
By a big earthquake, and the new city was built on top. Took my kids on the tour last summer. I've never been to this section.
Can only just wait here for the bridge to open up.
Well, I mean, it's the first time some guys had to wait for something to open up. I don't know.
How long has it been since the explosion? Wonder when this shit happened.
But when it opens up, and the pathway is clear, and just walk on the pathway there.
What kind of pathway there?
Nice, beautiful brick road for you to walk along.
So the reason I did that is because there's a enemy called a Scarecrow that our friend just died to. Got sucked into the void. And we're trying to skip every single one of them if we can.
Come on, let's go.
Like this one right here, I try to press up against this wall. Like that. There are these like black voids in the ground, and if you trigger them, then you get attacked by the Scarecrow. Which loses a couple seconds, but you can skip pretty much every one that you ever run into in the speedrun.
What's the friend's name? Is it Nelson? Is it Cruz? Is it what's going on?
That guy was named Chen.
Okay, well, Chem's a pretty bitch-made name, fish-made. So I don't know. I don't know why you're friends with him, but okay.
Well, we're no longer friends because he's dead. So.
Whoa, dark here.
That kind of long distance relationship just doesn't work.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, not much to say. Just running past everything in the game, totally ignoring their existence.
Yeah, okay. I haven't seen like you don't have to pick up any health drops or anything. Your health's just good enough. I mean,
Like, I actually did like lose
Okay.
or like sacrifice like a half second here or there for a couple, but like you honestly don't have to.
rarely would you
mean-
ever have to do that, and even it's like
Right? If your run's going
if you're on,
well,
yeah, if you're on.
like health wise, like no, like stuff just does not deal enough damage. So that was a scarecrow. We couldn't avoid it by jumping over it, so we had to pop it. But they only
Popping it
took
up.
2 shotgun blasts.
Come on, Morrison's
It's
getting
like that
away.
Pop-Tart that popped out of the
Something's got my leg.
I think Joe's
out of
preoccupied.
the toaster there a little bit.
Fuck, help
Little ding. Pop-Tart's ready. So you're trying to kick through this wall. You were trying to kick through this wall here.
Well, right there I forgot to do a bicycle kick because there's like those shades that pop out and they're usually in your way, and I just like I forgot and got stuck on them because they run into you, and because how they work, like you can get stuck inside them, and that's what happened. Hopefully I can get out of this pool of water relatively quickly. Okay, good. Sometimes it's like hard to get out of that pool of water, but you just have to like wait for it to be fully flooded.
All right, so we're just cruising right along here, just sparking it up.
Right.
Sparking it up.
So if you notice, this is actually the same subway that we entered in the middle of the other game, but we're coming out the other side. Or well, the same side we entered it from, so we're going backwards in this game.
It's like the mirror tracks in the Diddy Kong Racing. Whoa.
See to the left over there is was the 5th stage. Yeah, 5th stage and extraction point was that location.
I mean, that's
This guy's
interesting
shivering.
that they make references to the last game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, like, is it like how many people speedrun this game? Is it like
It's pretty much just me.
it's just you? Because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if anybody wants to learn, resources are there, and I mean, Overfiend's pretty chill running.
It's not too complicated.
Yeah, all you gotta do is watch the video.
Just watch my run, just copy it, and then do better. That's all you gotta do. So we use various objects throughout the area to gain enough height to clip into the out of bounds, and then we're gonna float to the end, just as God intended.
Flying high, yeah, heavens like.
I can only imagine what this looks like on stream right now with 200 bit rate.
It's going along here.
It's going along.
We've got Morrison.
Wonder how Joe's doing.
Fire in the hole.
Well, they're setting up for. Yeah, they're setting up the
Nice.
Diddy Kong Racing. Could be coming up soon, so get hyped for 100% race between two really good speedrunners of the game. You have the world
You're going
record
to
holder.
actually be able to tell what's going on your screen in about 20 minutes. So just bear with me.
I
I'll
don't
get
know
that
if
out
you
of the
can
way.
tell what's going on with Diddy Kong Racing when you go out of bounds in every fucking stage, but
Well, that's true.
Sergeant,
So I guess if you like the amount of out of bounds you've seen or not seen so far, you'll like that game.
yeah, there's a lot of that going on as well. in
I
Diddy
don't
Kong
know how
Racing.
much
So we skip having to move this train out of the way by a bicycle kicking through it.
exploded.
Bicycle kick! Oh!
I'm heading your
Coming
way.
hard!
Keep after Morrison.
Going hard in the paint.
Question that son of a bitch personally.
So I planted that mine earlier because sometimes one of the soldiers paths into it, but he didn't that time, which is fine because we're blowing everything away anyway.
Blasting it up.
Morrison should be around there somewhere. Keep your
Move, bitch! Get out the way! You're fucking bomb man god here. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Better recognize, son.
guess is the mercs
I
of
pay your
some
respects,
temporary
son.
base
Whoa!
operations.
The rolling deep. Rolling deep here.
So I dropped my weapon because there's another one right there. And I picked the old weapon I had back up after I got the new one, and that gives me way more ammo that way by swapping the weapons off that way.
Got plenty of bullets in my pockets. It's going down.
Oh, maybe there's a guy there. That's pretty good. Thanks, Timon. So yeah, like I said earlier, if you fire the lightning arc weapon or law above their heads, it'll home in on their head, and they'll die in 2 hits.
That's a brutal, brutal death there. Brutal killing going on here. A little hole bending on the head. So that guy was just chilling in that cage there, back there. What's going on with
Yeah.
that?
Well, he got captured.
You just kind of left him there. You're like, yeah, just stay there.
We'll have to wait for this dialogue before I can let him out. But yeah, he got captured and put into a cage.
I wonder what he could have been doing.
Well, he was actually like not on your side until now. Now he's like trying to help you out because he got stabbed in the back.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Sometimes friends do that to you.
Yeah.
Just gotta pick yourself up and keep blasting away.
Keep on bombing, bitches. So he's kind of like the key master or something like that. He's got all the key card. He knows the codes or something. That's how he.
Well, he knows this. He knows these 2 codes. There's 4 stages left. I think like 12 minutes of gameplay left, maybe. There's actually a trick here where you can get yourself stuck here, and gain the ability to float. Like for some reason, like some weird object interaction lets you like float if you do that. But if you do it wrong, you actually clip out of the top of the elevator and you can't get back down. And when I was trying this yesterday, I couldn't do it again. Like I just couldn't figure it out, like how it works. So we're gonna take the normal route through the stage, which it's not really normal. It's just like a slower out of bounds route, I guess.
Take the normal blah.
But yeah, the key met like I don't know. Like, there's a guy in GoldenEye. I forget his name, like Bo Ray or fucking
Oramoth?
whoever the fuck it is in that one mission. And he's just a complete fucking. Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me!
Do you mean Boris?
Boris, that's it. That's it, Boris. I couldn't because I haven't played that game in I don't know how long since I was 12.
For both Origin and Perseus.
That's who that reminds me of is Boris.
Better not be making this shit up. There's a shortcut. It's a supply tunnel. I know where.
So the Keymaster's dead. He got flattened by that van. I wanted you to see.
And you give no fucks, you just keep rolling on here.
No, we don't have time for that. Don't have time to grieve.
We have to hurry if we're gonna stop them.
So that's what that little like cutscene was. It's like, oh, wow!
If Mr. Morrison tries to escape, shoot
Yeah.
him.
Fucking house stepping, prisoners dead.
So for any of you guys who missed the explanation, this shotgun doesn't have any weight for some reason, so that's why I'm like running around with it. Weapons have weight and they slow me down depending on how heavy they are, but the shotgun for some reason just doesn't have any, so it's basically like moving around without a weapon.
Here.
Trying to trigger a float here. It's taking a while. Okay, got it.
You made it. I was beginning to wonder.
Okay, so that ladder trick was a.
Isn't Paxton Fiddle dead?
Oh, in the red light district here. What's going on?
I actually just remembered I could do this trick.
Sergeant, we're gonna
I don't think I did it though.
I'm only a few miles behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again. Because I totally forgot when I was practicing yesterday that I could do this trick so that the MP50 doesn't deal damage, which, I mean, I just wasted like 15 seconds there, but I wanted to show it off again.
You gotta show off the strats.
So this isn't dealing any damage to me because I swapped it with the shotgun. And we kick that guy out of the way, and we're out of bounds.
Looks like that's a go.
So there's a faster way into the out of bounds in the stage at the beginning, but that's only if you get that elevator trick I was talking about earlier, which I don't know how it works at all. So I have to like mess with that later.
It's inconsistent and hasn't been researched yet.
Yeah, I tried it like 100 times yesterday and couldn't do it once, so I'm not sure like what causes it to happen. I just know like if you get stuck in the elevator somehow, you'll like suddenly be able to float.
Affirmative. Report. Can anyone see it?
I hope you can hear this. I've managed to tune one of the Nightcrawler radios to our frequency, and it should transmit underground. Unfortunately, it didn't come with a decoder ring, so no eavesdropping. These guys really know how to cover their tracks. I'm getting
Blast you,
something on them.
son!
I did manage to get some schematics of the cloning facility, though.
Secure the
They
area.
built this thing underneath
Roger
an
that.
abandoned mine. Carved it out of the corridor. Taking
So the reason why I wanted to do that is just because if I didn't do that weapon swap trick earlier, I'd have like 2 medkits, whereas now I have like 8 because I didn't need to heal after every boost. So I probably should have thought of that when I was practicing, but it like slipped my mind that I could do that.
We don't see him. Spread out. Getting a response. Shut the fucking mouth.
So there's a nightmare there. We're skipping that one too.
Skipping all the fucking bullshit.
There's Scarecrow, I mean, really.
What is this, fucking Wizard of Oz all of a sudden? What the fuck?
Kinda. Okay, so there's a trick at the start of this next stage that I'm hopefully going to get. It usually works, but when I was practicing this earlier, it stopped working for some reason.
Better nail it! Nail it!
It's like not complicated. Like all you do is you spam crouch on top of this elevator pad thing. Okay, good, I got it. So now I'm floating just from spamming crouch. I'm now
That's what I
floating
like to
through
hear.
the air.
Floating through the air with no care in the world. What is that? On Rainbow Road, you can fly.
Eyes peeled.
And we boost ourselves so we can get over this railing and skip this. There's a cutscene over there, and there's enemies that usually spawn right here, but they're not there because I just.
Oh, you despawned them. Whoa.
Well, they just never spawn because I never hit the trigger to spawn them. This isn't Super Nintendo RPG.
This isn't Banjo-Kazooie. You can't despawn Jiggy. So.
Of a childhood. Stole her children.
Okay.
Banjo go blow it.
Is that a kitty cat? I almost killed myself right there. Good thing I stopped myself.
Oh, good thing you didn't. Yeah. Pull out that med kit or do something.
Document it all. Leave nothing out. Yes, sir.
It's basically I have to navigate this entire stage while floating around, which means I have to like descend at the appropriate times to get through doorways and stuff like that. And I have no way to increase my height other than, well,
that bowl and.
yeah, it's normally how you do it. And luckily, floating, I mean, when you're in midair, your accuracy is obviously reduced, but since I have the shotgun, which is like a blast, so it doesn't really matter that I'm in midair. And the lightning arc weapon homes in on the target, so it doesn't really matter that I'm in midair either.
Perfect spot.
I zap those guys because one of them has an MP50 and he can spam it if he wants to. So you'd just be getting like pushed back like a TN attacking cell with the tri-beam. Do you get that right?
Alright, so you're like, okay, we're rolling deep here. We're just rolling deep. This is no other way to put it.
This guy's a grenade launcher, so he can be kind of hard to hit sometimes. Okay, got him. We can ignore the 2 guys down there that just spawned.
Yeah, I noticed there's like a couple turrets or something. Turrets, like. One
Yeah.
of those two.
Yep.
I bet in hard difficulty you'd have to do something about.
No, you'd probably just be able to run past those because they react to you kind of late, but I don't know that I would be able to like tank grenades from that Nightcrawler like I did there. So this is the last stage, and you can guess whether I'm gonna do it intended or not. So those mines should hit that last guy. Okay, just took a while for some reason, but it did.
Should have left us alone here together.
So we're gonna skip the rest of the stage by floating, of course. But we're sort of in this big walled-in area, so we're gonna need to do a corner clip to gain height. If I could ever just get this float, please. Thank you. It really doesn't take that long, but it's frame perfect, and I'm playing at like 120 FPS or whatever. So at least I think it's frame perfect. I have no idea to know, but
No, I'll just call it frame perfect.
yeah, let's just say that. So now we've gained as much height as we really can, and now we're going to clip into this building to gain the rest of our height. And we're going to change position to there to gain the rest of our height. And we'll boost ourselves since we need that little extra bit. Sometimes you don't, but this time we did. And now we're heading to the end of this run. Yep.
Let's end this fight.
Rollin deep now. So yeah, that was the Rollin deep F.E.A.R Perseus mandate by Overfiend. Gonna be firing up.
You want to give an outro, Kitty?
I just let the kitty just take over from here. Actually.
Okay. What's up?
Man.
So yeah, normally you'd be like going through all these areas that I'm floating over, killing or not killing a bunch of enemies. And since they're not doing this the normal way, the cutscene kind of ends in a weirder fashion than normal.
I want the vault open and us out of here in 5 minutes.
You don't.
I've unlocked bonus missions. Yes!
Yes! I
So-
did it!
The game ends by the main character climbing into an invisible helicopter with his friend, who's supposed to be dead, sitting
What?
across from him. And that's the end of the
Oh.
game.
That's quite the ending there.
Yeah. Oh, it was, sorry. Like 20 seconds ago.
It's fine. It's, well, yeah, like a 53 maybe. 50, no, no.
Okay, that makes sense.
Area.
So, yeah. The credits are 9 minutes long, so
Probably
thanks
just edit
everybody
there.
who decided to watch this. If you even could make out anything that was going on, I appreciate it. And
Yeah,
thanks
thanks
RPG for commentating.
Rollin deep. Yeah, thanks everyone for holding it down. Rollin deep. We're now going to roll into some Diddy Kong racing 100% with the one and only. This is Gizmaki. Let's say that wrong, but
How did you pronounce it? Say that again.
Gizmaki?
This is Gizmalocky.
Gizmo.
No, we got Mrs. Gizmaluke, and actually myself doing a 100% race next of, as you heard, Diddy Kong Racing, followed by the all trophy races category of the same game as well. And after Diddy Kong Racing, we'll have another racing game, Road Rash 64, followed by, more racing games. One of the more deep rolling Smurf Racer, followed by the Bomberman Fantasy Race.
It's hype. You better have your bowl smoke and your
Okay, I'm stopping stream, Joe.
rolling
Okay.
deep, rolling on.
And then later on, later afternoon and night, we'll have Zelna, myself occupying, and then we'll have a pretty big Super Mario RPG race featuring Void, Pidge Zero, my man Countdown, and Albrecht. Have a nice four-way race going there to end the day.
Yeah, for all you Super Mario RPG lovers, but yeah, the racing block is still rolling, or is now firing up. Actually. The racing block is happening now. It's sparking up. It's blazing up.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you probably want me to roll out for this Diddy Kong Racing.
I don't. If you feel like saying, I don't care. Obviously. I mean, it's you and me doing this.
I might stay to listen, but I probably won't talk.
That's what, I might mute the mic or whatnot.
I don't care if you guys just want to chill in here. That's all good. I mean,
Okay.
I'm kind of chilling in here, so.
I might drop a few lines,
Oh yeah. But just a warning to the viewers: I do need to stop the stream and restart it to change the resolution and change some audio settings. So we will be back
Stay tuned.
momentarily. Rolling out.